All right, it's time for us to continue collecting more cars. It's me, Mr. 4K, this early in the morning. Um, Currently, I'm at like 200 cars uh, collection. Total number is 200. And I'm looking to collect some more. I will be using my Corvette, will be doing some more world circuits. Basically, what I'm doing is I am competing in all these different types of circuits just to make some more money. And then I use that money to purchase cars, and the cars that I purchase, that I collect, I use those cars to compete again. But it's not so much competition, it's more like me just participating. I wouldn't say competition because it's more like me just participating to make money, to collect more cars, whether it's used or brand new. Um, some, you know, tracks I would have customized, you know, for like 4 laps or 5 laps or 7 laps, like endurance race or something like that, to get even more points, to get even more money. So I'm always like participating in these tracks and world circuits to earn more money and then use that money to buy more cars. And that's essentially what I'm doing, because I already have, people ask me, but why don't you compete? Like, I already finished everything. I've done the cafe, I've done all the challenges, everything. You know, there's nothing else for me to do. Uh, you know, what is this? The power pack. Maybe this power pack, but this is something I can do later. I don't want to do this right now. But I have like pretty much accomplished everything there is to accomplish here. Uh, what I'm doing basically now is just collecting cars. So I just want to, emphasize on what I'm doing because I don't want you guys to be confused. Like, what is he doing? Like, I'm not competing. I'm just participating to make more money to buy more cars, and that's pretty much what I'm doing. What's my next car? Well, let's look at the used cars. Let's see what's next on my list. Um, what is this? Fiat? Nah, I don't need a Fiat. It's only 12,000, dude. I already have it. I'm sorry. I already have this. I already have it, man. What is this? Pontiac Firebird Trans Ams. Ooh. Oh, I want this. This will be next on my list. Trans Am 78. Not acquired. Pontiac Trans Am. Oh, this is definitely next on my list. What is this? BMW. I already have that. Toyota. I got the Fairlady Z. I have that. Uh, this Renault. I don't have this Renault. I already got my Sierra RS 500 Cosworth. Um, I have Toyota Supra. Ferrari. I got plenty of Ferraris. I'm good for now. I got the Ford GT. I guess what I'm looking at, it's probably this Firebird Trans Am 78. We'll probably buy that next. Okay. But first, let's participate in some more racing. So that way I can purchase this car. Am I selling any cars? No, I'm not selling any cars. Remember, I'm a collector, guys. That's the whole point here. I need you to understand what I'm doing here. I'm collecting. I'm not selling anything. I'm just collector doesn't sell. He just collects. All right, so let's go. And I'll show you how many cars I have. I mean, 200 cars, it's a lot of cars, dude. At least for me. That's a lot of cars to drive. And think about it. I can also use those cars, those 200 cars that I have. I can, enjoy them on my PlayStation VR 2, which is yet another bonus for me, that I can enjoy those cars that I own. I can enjoy them in PlayStation VR 2 experience. And playing in PlayStation VR 2, it's like a whole different ball game, dude. It's like a whole different experience. Another great thing about the PlayStation VR 2, you get to see how the car is. You look around, check everything. You can also examine your car, look around, check everything. It's such a next level experience, man. It feels like you're really inside the car. I'm not doing the VR tonight, because I just want to focus on, racing and, making money, and that's it. And then buying more cars. Okay? I'm a collector. That's what I do. All right, let's see where am I going to go next to participate. Let's go to America. Where have I not been before? No, I don't want to go there. How about this? Watkins, Glen. All right. 70,000. Cool. Let's go. American Clubman Cup. 705 laps. And, I get some decent money. I can buy that Pontiac Trans Am. I think it's 1978. This is a 2001 Corvette, and it's still good. We got 5 laps. We got plenty of time. Remember, I'm not competing. I'm just participating to earn some money. Or maybe spin the wheel ticket, When you spin the wheel ticket, you get also money. You earn money. Sometimes you win a car or earn money. So, there's that. I love these old 90s. Well, this is not 1990. This is 2000. But even in the early 2000, there was a certain style that these cars had. Like late 90s and early 2000, there was a certain style that these cars had. with a dashboard. I don't know, like the dashboard. I like the old classic dashboard from 90s and 80s and even early 2000. And this car, it's 2001 Corvette. It really has a cool dashboard, like that classic, CD player in there. I don't know, just to me, these old cars, they have uniqueness that the new cars don't have. When I look at the new cars, they all look the same, dude. I can't tell a difference, man. I look at these new SUVs, they all look the same. I look at these new trucks, they all look the same, like the same electric shavers, dude. They all look like same to me, man. But these old cars, there's certain uniqueness that they had. You know what I mean? And that's why I enjoy these classics. And this is a classic now. I mean, this is how many years? 26 years ago. 2001, right? 26 years. This car is 26 years old. And it's still great. Of course, we're talking about Corvette. Here, maybe we'll do this. Maybe you guys prefer the outside. I prefer the cockpit view, so that way I can see a better field of view. There's a Mustang. Is that a GT? Is that a Shelby? Is that a Shelby? I think it's a Shelby. I have that one. I have it. Let me see. Is it Shelby? No, it's just a GT. Not a Shelby, just a GT. Still great. But trust me, this Corvette will smoke it. Better believe it. Better believe it, my friend. Yet another GT. They're all great. But I prefer Shelby. Give me a Shelby, bro. Give me that Shelby Cobra, alright? And those are expensive. But GTs, they're great, you know. I'm not like saying nothing negative about the GT Mustang. They're great. Alright? They're very intimidating, especially when you turn them on. You turn on the GT, bro, like you hear that engine, you know it's a Mustang 5.0. You hear that son of a bitch, man. You turn it on, you hear it. But Shelby Cobra, man, that's woo. Mustang Shelby Cobra, you turn that sucker on, woo. That thing, it's roaring, dude. It's a roar, and it looks intimidating. But hey, Corvette's still great. Listen, this Corvette 2001, let me tell you something, it's still great. Okay, I wish I had one of those from 2001. They're still great. The only downside is, man, it drinks gas. Let me tell you, man, this 2001 Corvette, especially with these gas prices today, this Corvette is just like drinking gas, bro. You'll be paying like $200 at the gas pump, bro, every week. Forget it. That's a Camaro. You know, Chevy has some great lineup of cars, dude. Both Chevy and Ford, and Dodge, man. They have some great lineup of car models that they have. But let's not forget the, you know, I used to have an Oldsmobile. Oldsmobile was good. It was great, man. I think it was like the, I think in, when was it? Was it? think it was 98, 1990. I only had it for a little bit. Then I traded it in, and I got something else. What did I trade it in for? The Oldsmobile. I had an Oldsmobile. I forgot what kind of Oldsmobile. It was a sedan. It was a silver sedan, 4 doors. It was a 90s Oldsmobile. And then I traded it in. What the hell did I trade it in for? It was a 98. Oh, yeah. It was a Ford Explorer. I traded it in for Ford Explorer. Little did I know, my luck, this is a funny story. I traded my Oldsmobile for a Ford Explorer. It was a Ford Explorer Sport or something. With a, it was like a nice SUV, Ford Explorer Sport. I had, nice subwoofers and speakers in the back. I remember when I bought it, little did I know, the tires, they were Firestone. And back then there was a recall to get those tires removed. And I was like, I didn't want to take that risk. Even after, changing tires, I was like, you know what, man? I heard some bad reputation about these Firestone tires, and I heard some bad reputation about the Ford Explorer Sport. I didn't want any headaches. I didn't want any nonsense. So what I did, I returned the car and I exchanged it for something else. And I think I got, what did I got? Yes, the green convertible Ford Mustang GT 5.0. That's what I've got. Yeah, the Beast. Yeah. The Green Beast. Green Beast Ford Mustang GT 5.0. And after the Mustang, then I started switching to Japanese cars. I got tired of driving American cars because they're just breaking down. There are issues and problems, and the gas was like ridiculous. Drinking gas. Imagine just like how much the Mustang GT 5.0. Now 5.0 was great, man, but it was just drinking gas. So I decided to go with something, different for a change. So that's when I started moving to Hondas and Mazdas and Toyotas and Nissans. I had my share of cars. I did. But this is when I was young. I was very young, dude. I was changing cars left and right, bro. Do I have a favorite car? They're all. Here's the thing, man. I had this conversation with my friends. Sometimes we would, like, over the barbecue, we would have this conversation. What's your favorite car? You've driven this many cars, like you own this many cars. What's your favorite car? Honestly, if I had to, like, pick and choose my favorite car, and the only reason I'm saying this, it's because it's reliable. My 2001, and the funny thing is, the Fast and the Furious came out during that summer, and I was driving the same car that they were using, although they were using more suit up, customized Honda Civic Type Rs, and they were using those black Honda Civic Type Rs with the very low suspension. Remember when they were like going underneath that semi truck to hijack the truck and steal those DVD players and whatnot. In the first Fast and the Furious. So my personal favorite, and this is because it's reliable, was a Honda Civic Type R. That has to be one of my favorite. And I regret that I had to sell, but the reason I had to sell it, transmission was really, let me tell you, I abused my Honda Civic Type R. And the guy was willing to buy it, even with a messed up transmission, because he knew the value of Honda Civic Type R. And I sold it, and then I switched to Mazda after that. Zoom, Mazda. But my Honda Civic Type R, no, I didn't. Mazda came in later, dude. I'm sorry. I switched after that. I switched to what the hell did I get? Another Honda Accord. I switched to Accord. It was a Honda Accord after that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mazda came later on, you know. But so yeah, to me, Honda Civic Type R 2001 was my personal favorite, you know. And I abused that car, man. I abused it so much. He had a nice like above there was like a sunroof, beautiful sunroof. It was two doors, you know. It wasn't four doors, two doors. It was really good. Man, I had so much fun with that car, so much fun. But I abused that car so much, dude. And my transmission. You have to remember the one that I was driving, and this is why I screwed up my transmission because of the fact that it was a clutch. It was transmission. The stick shift. I'm sorry. I was using a manual clutch transmission, and I always had a heavy foot. I never shifted it perfectly. I always kind of grind the damn gears. I tried to do it good, but sometimes you get carried away and you grind the gears, and my transmission after a while just went bad. But that was my fault because I was abusing that car, and it was a stick shift with a clutch and everything. I have to use the clutch, and you have to time it correctly when you are shifting gears with the clutch. So anyway, I can tell you so many stories about the cars that I had. I'm sure my friend Shuki can tell you his stories. I'm sure Shuki is. Shuki, I'm sure has driven even more cars, dude, than me. But I had my share of cars, dude. Like that was the first thing I was doing when I came here to this country. I wanted to get a taste of the American cars. I was like, man, I wanna, and I did. I got my share and my taste of the American cars, but then they start breaking down so easily. Now, the reason I say Honda Civic Type R it's reliable, it's because it really is reliable. Because I had my Honda Civic Type R for like 4 years, and the kind of abusement that my Honda Civic Type R has been through, seriously, the kind of abusement that I abused that car, but it was my fault. Listen, the reason that car transmission got all screwed up, it's not the car's fault. It was my fault. I just want to put this in the record. I messed it up because I was grinding the damn gears. I was never timing it perfectly. And that's on me. And, I have to take the blame for, transmission going bad. I even told the guy when I sold it to him, I said, he was like, I know, if you're grinding it and you're not timing it perfectly with that clutch, because what happened is I used to have, the Alpine speakers in the back with a subwoofer, and I get carried away listening to Limp Bizkit or whatever, and then while I'm listening to music, right, I don't pay attention. I get carried away, and then I grind the damn gears, But good old days, man. Good old times. But yeah, Honda Civic Type R, and that's why I put the thumbnail. It's exactly the one that I had. It's white, 2 doors. The one that you see on the thumbnail, that was the one that I used to have. It was a 2001 version. It was a 2001 version. The one that was wait a minute. What the Fast and the Furious was a Civic EX. But mine was Type R, Honda Civic Type R. Mine was Type R. That was a Civic EX. I'm sorry. The ones that were using in the Fast and the Furious, they were Civic EX. The one that I had was the one on the thumbnail, Honda Civic Type R. So just want to clarify that. But they're kind of similar. Like you look at Type R, Honda Civic Type R, and even Honda Civic EX, they're kind of they're kind of similar, Anyway, Let's continue. See, I'm earning more money now. If I had the chat open, me and Shuki could talk about the cars forever, dude. But I would like to know how many cars have you, Shuki, have you driven, dude? Honestly, that was the one thing I would like to talk to you about. How many cars? I'm sure you have driven a lot of cars, man. And you have a lot of cars, you know. But I'm sure Shuki has driven more cars than me. What else have I driven? Now, I have driven Pontiac Firebird, but I never owned Pontiac Firebird. My cousin had a Pontiac Firebird, and he let me drive it. He would let me drive it here and there, you know. Pontiac Firebird was great. It was like a sunroof, convertible sunroof. You can open it. It was red. It's like the Knight Rider, but it's just this red. Had those Firebird wings on the hood. Pontiac Firebird for sure. I think Shuki has a Pontiac Firebird. I'm sure. Pontiac Firebird was great. I also driven Camaro, the old Camaro. Man, I've driven a lot of cars. What else have I driven? Let me see. Trying to remember. Actually, I did own one more American car. There was one more. Chevy Corsica. I remember Chevrolet Corsica. You know what? Chevrolet Corsica kind of reminded me of the Oldsmobile. And that's why I also purchased that as well. Chevy Corsica. I had my share of cars, dude. Like, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, you have to remember it's a long time ago. My memory is like, you know, here and there. But I had my share of cars. Man, you have to remember, I'm 47 years old. I'm almost middle-aged, man. I'm almost 50. So you have to consider how old I am. Yeah, dude, I have my share of cars that I have driven, dude. Cars that I have owned, you know. Anyway, let's continue. And why are we talking about the cars? Well, because we were playing Gran Turismo and we're collecting cars. That's why. All right, so I want to get that Pontiac Trans Am. Now that I have enough money, I can get that Trans Am, and we'll use the Trans Am to make more money and buy more cars. Where's the Pontiac Trans Am? Where is it? All right, let's go. Cause you know, this car could be out of stock, and you know, when it comes to these used cars, I'm sorry, you have to act immediately, cause you know they might be sold out, and you know. There's my Honda Civic Type R. There's it right there. There it is. There it is. But this is 97. The one I had was 2001. It looks very similar, dude. Very similar. There it is. Alright, so next I'm buying is Pontiac Trans Am 78. Oh yeah, I'm buying this. You know it. You know it. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Look at this car, man. Looks amazing. Let's take it for a ride. Let's test it. Let's go and go to America again. Because it's an American car. And we'll test it at Grand Valley Highway. And we'll do this. World Touring Car 600. We get $92,000 if we come to a first place, second place, a third place. Probably we'll get like maybe 80 to 70 to 60,000. Let's go. All right. I'm going to listen to some music and drive. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am driving these cars and collecting them. Sorry, I muted myself. What I'm trying to say is, I'm just trying to get to a third place so I can get at least like 220,000 credits so I can have more money and buy more cars. Remember, I'm not competing here. I'm just participating to earn more money to collect more cars. I already have 207 cars. I want to collect more cars. I already done all these challenges. I already finished all of this. I conquered all of this. Okay, in the past 4 years, I conquered everything. And I have live streams and videos for you to watch if you don't believe me. So I'm not like competing here, trying to show off or prove anything. If you want the proof, go watch my live streams and videos. You can go watch that. Go search my name and you'll see how I got to this level. What I'm doing here, basically, just like it says, cars collection. I'm participating in these races so I can earn more money and buy more cars and collect more cars. That's all I'm doing here. All right, so people who are tuning in and they don't know nothing about me or my channel, just as for you, I'm telling you, so you have a better understanding what I'm doing here. Okay, I'm not competing. This Mr. Banana Man is not competing. He's just participating, collecting cash, and using that cash to buy more cars. I'm a collector, okay? I'm retired. I'm a collector. I conquered this shit. There's nothing else for me to conquer in Gran Turismo. It's finito. It's done. I'm just collecting cars, all right? So now that you understand, there shouldn't be any confusion as to what I'm doing here. All right, but even the title should tell you what I'm doing, okay? I'm not competing. The only reason I'm using a faster car here is because I want to get to the third place on the 12th lap so I can collect the prize money, which is 220,000, and that 220,000 I can use to buy more cars, to collect more cars, okay? Now that you know, now you know, okay? For the record. So I'm gonna mute myself and listen to some music, and because it's gonna be a long time, 12 laps, man. This is gonna take a while. Okay? Enjoy. What's some bullshit, man? I mean, I'm going 250 miles an hour, man. How fast are these guys going? 350? Like, give me a break, dude. Like, what are they driving that they're going? What I know they're going 300 miles an hour, but I'm going 250 miles an hour, man. This is some AI bullshit right here, dude. In these very tight corners, you're gonna be going 300 miles an hour. Like, give me a break, dude. I don't think I'm gonna do this crap. Like, the hell with this nonsense. Like, give me a break, dude. I'm going 250 in these very tight corners, and these guys are going 300 miles an hour. Get out of here, man, with this stupid nonsense. Seriously. Like, it's ridiculous, man. Can I use this one, huh? What they will allow me to use. What about this one? GTR. How about a GTR 588? How about Ferrari then? 593. Is this acceptable? Huh? How about a Ferrari? And if I can't catch up with these guys with a Ferrari, then I'm not doing this nonsense. This is some bullshit, bro. It's some AI bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, kiss my... Oh! Like, kiss my ass, man. With this nonsense. Yeah, I better catch up with you guys with a Ferrari, damn it. That's right. Better catch up with you. With a damn Ferrari. I better. I just want to get to a third place so I can get that 220,000. 12 laps. This is some AI bullshit right here. This kind of reminds me of test drive and limited solar crown. It's AI bullshit. They're so perfect. This is total nonsense. I'm struggling even with the Ferrari F430, dude. This is some bullshit, bro. Give me a break. This is some bullshit right here. Oh my god, man. Let me try one more car and then we'll do something else. We're not gonna waste our time with this nonsense. We'll choose a different, you know, world circuit racing track. That's some bullshit, bro. How about this? Is this Honda acceptable? Has to be 600 or less. Yo, this is some bullshit. How about this? Hold on, how about this Ferrari Testarossa, huh? No, they will not accept this. Are they going to accept this? Huh? If this, you know, doesn't work, I'll just go to the world circuit and try a different racetrack. Some bullshit, man. This is some biggest bullshit of all time. Is this Lamborghini going to be good enough? Huh? Probably not. What a bullshit. Alright, we'll go with a GTR. Alright. GTR, don't let me down, please. If I'm struggling with this GTR, then, you know, kiss my ass with this nonsense. I'm not wasting my time. You know, if I'm struggling with this GTR, then you know what, man, I'm not doing this. Like, kiss my ass. Let's see. Bullshit AI, man. This is what I don't like about the AI. This perfection bullshit. They're so freaking perfect. Kiss my ass. I was about to say, if I'm struggling with this GTR, then this Nissan GTR, then whatever. Oh, this is bullshit. This is bullshit, bro. Come on. I'm not doing this. No, this is bull. I'm not wasting my time. No, we'll do something else. We'll go to a different racetrack on a world circuit, man. I'm not. This is bullshit, bro. I'm not wasting my time with this bullshit. You know, that's the kind of bullshit that reminds me of Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown with the stupid AI. It's like impossible. No matter what kind of car you use, man, you can't keep up because they're so perfect. Bunch of bullshit, man. All right. Let's go to Fuji International Speedway, man. Let's do this. 5 laps. We'll do this. 700 pp. Let's change the car. You know. Toyota. Hold on. I need something that's 700. Well, this could work. But I need 700. There we go. Has to be 700 or less. Oh man, this is really driving me crazy. How about an Aventador, huh? If I'm struggling with the Aventador here, man, has to be turbocharged. Where's my, there it is. Here we go. My Audi R8 beast. Let's go. 10 laps with my Audi R8 beast. Come on. All right. Let's see what I can do here with the Audi R8 with my beast. I need to refuel here and change my tires because I got 3 more laps to go, and this should last me to get 3 more laps. Okay, so here we go. You see, this is why I always use my Audi R8 Beast. This Audi R8 Beast really got me to conquer this Gran Turismo 7. When you look at this Audi R8, it's a customized, carefully customized, modified Audi R8, from handling to speed, torque, everything. And But the strategy was the key thing here. When to pit, when to go into a pit, when to change the tires, and when to refuel. As you can see, the strategy worked out. It's like that movie F1. Like, it's almost felt like I was in a Formula One Brad Pitt movie. It's like a good strategy is the key. And you know what? That's how you win. A good strategy is how you win. Even with the NASCAR, Dale Earnhardt Jr. talked about this on his podcast. You win by strategy, right? Strategy is the key thing to winning these races, But look, again, I'm just here to collect the credits, to get paid, and then use that money to purchase more cars. Remember, I'm not competing, as I said earlier. I conquered this long time ago. I'm just participating to collect more credits and buy more cars. As you saw earlier, I have 207 cars. Now we earned some good money here, okay? 140,000 right there. There we go. It was not easy, but it was definitely worth it for me. So now I can purchase more cars. Hopefully you guys are learning something from this. I would recommend that you guys watch all of my Gran Turismo 7 videos and live streams that I did with Shuki and my other members that used to be part of this channel, and the ones that I had a falling out, they participated as well. I'm not going to get into why we had falling out. I don't want to talk about it. But if you watch my previous videos and live streams, you will see how I got to where I am and how I even built this. To be honest, the way I don't want to take the credit for this Audi R8 Beast, because we all kind of participated in building it. So I'm not gonna, even though we had a falling out, me and my other members, but they all participated. So I got to give them each credit. This Audi R8, we all participated. We were all like working together to build this Audi R8, to modify it. Recommendations from various different members, and we created this beast together. So I'm not going to take the credit and say that I built it, because I didn't. Shuki knows that. We built it together. We put all the customizations and parts through recommendations, through the community and my members who were participating in Gran Turismo when we were doing competition and tournaments and all that. That's how I built this beast. We built it together, so it wasn't just me. I just want to say that for the record, because I don't want you to think, oh, you built it. No, I didn't. Everyone participated in building this Audi R8. Everyone's, gave their recommendations. This is the kind of chassis you need. This is the kind of turbo you need. This is the kind of fuel injection you need. These are the kind of brake pads you need. Everyone participated, What type of suspension do you need, etc., etc. What kind of body work of a car do you need? What body type, wide, what kind of spoiler, all that stuff. Everyone participated in creating this. All right, so let's collect some more cars. See, now I have 3,348,000. And the reason I'm telling you guys to watch my previous live streams and videos, because you can learn strategy. if you have time to watch, if you have nothing else to do and you have time to watch, you should watch those previous live streams and videos that I've done on Gran Turismo, because you will learn like what kind of strategy we all used together. We all kind of had, ideas on strategies and how to win. So you can learn something. You can pick up from those live streams and videos. So you too can figure out, okay, well, this is a strategy that Mr. 4K and his crew and his members used to win these tournaments and all these challenges, and how they build this beast Audi R8, But right now, like I said, I'm not competing. I'm just participating in collecting more cars. Right now I have 207 cars, and believe me, I'm nothing. I think Shuki has 300. I think Shuki has 300 cars. The other guy, we used to be friends. But we had falling out. I'm not gonna mention his name, but we used to be friends. But we had a falling out, unfortunately. He had like 400 cars that he collected. And out of those 400 cars, he had like customized pretty much all of them, dude. Like customized, modified. All of them, they were customized, modified to run really fast and really good. And that's what I'm doing here. Just, collecting cars. But it's good to see that I still have it. I still have the strategy to win. But this Audi R8, there's no way I would have been able to do it without this Audi. This Audi R8, it's such a unique. Let's watch the replay a little bit. This Audi R8, man, really is. The headlights, everything you see, the body work, all of it, everything you see on this R8, it's modified and custom designed. I just wanna say, like what I'm trying to say, you can't find this like this unless I give you the blueprint, and then you have to buy everything, all the components to give you the blueprint. But like this is custom designed, everything. It feels great, man. Using this Audi R8 beast, it really gets me all excited, bro. It really does gets me excited, like seeing it. The headlights all custom designed. Excellent. Listen, I wish you guys could try this car. The handling on this thing, especially if you have for those of you who have a direct drive, I wish that you guys have this car that I have, and to try it out with your direct drive wheel. With your direct drive wheel, you guys would have appreciated this car. Let me tell you, this car is just... Go watch my live streams. I'm not going to tell you my secret ingredients, my secret sauce, what's underneath the hood. I want you to watch those live streams so you can see what type of ingredients and secret sauce that we all together use to build this car. Shuki, he also had a powerful green Porsche 911. Listen, I had a difficult time catching up with the Shuki's super green beast, but eventually I was able to outrun him with this one. Eventually, but it was not easy. But Shuki's Porsche 911, the green one, was also modified and custom designed. I think Shuki still has that green powerful mean machine Porsche 911. I think he still has it. I think he still does. Anyway, let's buy some more cars. Like I said, I feel a little bit excited because it's like, it feels so great to drive this car. It's such a beauty, But then again, I don't want to take credit for it because it wasn't just me who built this car. All of you guys have participated, you know. And of course, unfortunately, we had a falling out. You know, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to talk about that drama, you know. Uh, Unfortunately, we had a falling out, but we all participated together, you know. I wish that we didn't have a falling out, but we had a falling out, you know. But we all participated and we all like built this R8 Coupe V10 Plus. Yo, dude, it's 2016 version, but it's just beast, pure beast. Believe me, there's nothing like it. Out of all the cars that I have, 207 cars, there's nothing like. It's 892 horsepower, bro. 892 horsepower. But understand this. What we created here, it's not just the speed. It's not just the torque. It's not just the raw power. It's stability and balance. Remember the word balance. That's the key. I've seen a lot of guys that just go for the raw power and speed. Well, how you gonna balance? How you gonna maneuver with such a super fast car? How you gonna make corners? Well, what we created was, let's create a beast that has balance of raw power, speed, and control. Kind of like a Knight Rider, like a David Hasselhoff Knight Rider, but we decided to call it the Beast. The Beast. And yeah, man, it was great. It was great. Great memories. You can watch those live streams, man. Great memories, great fun we had building this beast. Yeah. Anyway, let's go buy another car, shall we? Now that I have 3,348,000. Let's buy another car. And you have to remember, the last time we were playing this was last year in September. That's how long ago it was. It was last year in September. So that was like September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 7 months. 7 months ago, you know. Alright, so what am I going to buy? I don't want to sell my cars. I'm a collector, remember. A collector doesn't sell. A collector collects. Like ask, what's his name? What's the name of that individual on NBC? Jay Leno. Jay Leno. He used to do a nightly show on NBC. Jay Leno show. And after he retired, all the money that he made, he invested it on collecting cars, buying cars, right? And Jay Leno's not selling any cars. He's a collector. See, that's what people need to understand. Collector doesn't sell. Collector collects. Just remember that. You can't call yourself a collector if you're selling what you collect. Then you're not a collector. Collector collects. Okay. Let's see what else. Let's look at the used cars, see what we have. I got most of this stuff, man. What is this? Subaru. I already have a Subaru, man. I'm not like really that desperate for Subaru. I already got the 911 Carrera. I already have the Ford GT. I got plenty of Ferraris. What is this? Honda NSX Type R. I like it, and I would like it, but I'm not wasting this kind of cash. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I love you, Honda, but I'm not wasting, 444,000. I'm sorry. And love you too, Dodge Viper, but I'm not wasting 104,000. Sorry. Um, let's go and see uh, the brand central. Let's see what we have. Okay, Toyota. I think I have most of the Toyotas, but let's see. Yeah, I have this. I have this. I don't have this. But do I really need this right now? No. I have this. I have this. I have it. I have a lot of Toyotas, dude. Let's be honest here. I don't have this one. RAV4. I have this one. Yeah, I have plenty of Toyotas, man. I even have this Toyota truck. Yeah, man, I'm good with Toyotas. What about Nissan? I have this one. I don't have this one, but do I really need it? I have Fairlady Z. I have a good amount of Nissans. Like I said, 207 cars, man. I'm not paying 130,000 for this. I'm sorry. For a safety car, I'm not. I don't have the GTR Nismo 17. But that's okay. I got GTR R GR4. Dude, I got this one. What more do I need when I have this one? GTR Nismo GTR3. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. When you have this, yeah, you're good, man. You're good. I'm good. All right. What about Mazda? Mazda. I have decent amount of Mazda, but I don't have this one. CX-30 Smart Edition 2021. 29,000. Eh, should I? CX-30, should I buy it? I don't have this one, but I don't feel like paying 120,000 to be honest. Mazda Spirit Racing. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good, it's great, but I don't know if I want to waste 120,000 on this. Do I? Do I? Oh, this is a good one. Mazda Spirit Racing. 250,000, but I don't know if I want to waste my money on this. 450,000. No, thank you. Hold on. Mitsubishi. I have Mitsubishi. I don't have this one. Not paying 350,000. I'm sorry. $3 million. Like, you know what? No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Never. All right, let's go to the Europe. Let's see. What about the Jaguar? Super expensive. Forget it. What about McLaren? McLaren is ridiculously expensive. Yeah. What about the Volkswagen? I have some Volkswagens here. What about the AMG Mercedes? I have it. I'm good. Yeah, I got the AMG. I don't have this one, but I have this one. What about the Porsche? I have it. I don't have this one. Too expensive, but I have this one. Some good. Is this the one that Leon was driving in Resident Evil? I think it is. About 230,000, man. Come on. I don't know, dude. I just don't know. Yes, I'm a collector, but I don't know if I want to waste my money on it just yet. You know. Let's see what it says. Let me look at the dynamic scenes a little bit. Hold on, let me just look at it a little bit. Let me examine it. Yeah, that's the one that Leon was driving. Let me see. It's good. Certainly, it's a beast. A beast that I should have. It's a fully electric vehicle. Okay. The motors are incredibly powerful and super responsive, as you would expect from a Porsche. The steering system and brakes are also world class. This car will look great in VR, dude, on PlayStation VR 2. The Turbo S, which is the top of the line, it's 750.5 horsepower. I need to add this to my collection. I have to. I have to add this to my collection. This is a Resident Evil Requiem Leon's car. I need to add this to my collection, dude. And now, after this, I will have 208 cars. 208 cars. Nice to add to my collection. It's nice to add this to my collection. What kind of colors do they have? There goes the black color. Was it gray? No, he was driving a gray. Was it a gray? Was it gray? I think it was a gray color. The Leon had. I think it was gray. me see. There, Resident Evil 4. Leon's coming back to visit Resident Evil 4 village. I think this was the color that he had in the video game. I want to match the same color that he had. Yeah, I think this was the color that Leon had. Yeah. Let me see. I got to see what kind of color it was. I have to look it up. Hold on. Porsche color. Let me see. No, he was driving a different car. Hold on. He was driving. It was a Cayenne Turbo. This is Taycan. It was a Cayenne. It was a Cayenne Turbo. Hold on. Wait. This is Taycan. It was a Cayenne. Do they have it? No, they don't have it. But I guess this is close enough. Taycan, I guess, is close enough. I guess this is close enough. Um, let's see. Yeah, this is close enough. It's same color. It's close enough. Yeah, I'm buying this. Why not? And this will look really good on PlayStation VR 2. Yeah, let's take it for a test. I need to add this to my collection. This is close enough to what Leon has. So yeah, and it kind of has the same color as Leon's. I think has that grayish color that the Leon's. Yeah, this is close to Leon's. Yeah. All right, so yeah, I'm adding this to my collection. That's 208 cars to my collection, which is more than enough. Trust me, 208 cars, it's a lot of cars. Especially to enjoy those 208 cars with PlayStation VR 2. You put on the PlayStation VR 2 headset, listen to some Spotify music, right? Your playlist on Spotify, put on the PlayStation VR 2 headset, get yourself a nice racing chair and a good racing wheel, and my friend, you're rocking and rolling. So yeah, I'll add this to my collection. I have to. I would be an idiot not to put this into my collection. I have to. Otherwise, I can't call myself a collector. I'm sorry. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm buying it. I have to. And it's 751 horsepower. Listen, this beast has 751 horsepower. It's pretty fast. Okay, this is a fast car. Now let's put it to a test, shall we? Absolutely. I wanna drive this beast. I wanna drive it. This beast. Whew. Oh. Oh, are you guys ready? Are you guys excited? Ooh. Can you feel it? The adrenaline rush flowing through your veins. Your heart rate's beating faster because you're about to ready to drive this beast. It's a Leon's beast, you know. All right. We'll test it on France. We'll take it to the France and make some good money here. Has to be okay. Racing. Hold on. How about this? 30 minutes. No, we're not doing that. We'll go somewhere else, man. We'll take it to Germany, man. We'll take it to Germany where it should be. 5 laps. I don't know if I want to do 5 laps, dude. How about 2 laps? No limit. 125,000. Let's do this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Yes. All right, here we go. Don't mess with the Leon's Porsche. This was great. Definitely worth it. And the fact that it's a electrical Porsche, electrical car, the handling, the speed, and this is also a very tough track. This is Nürburgring in Germany. Probably the toughest racing track out there in the world, in my opinion, is the Nürburgring. And this Taycan Turbo S 2019. It's not exactly a Leon's Porsche, but it's very similar. It's very similar. The one that he's driving is the I have a name right here. It's the Cayenne Turbo. But very similar. Very similar. But definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. You know, this car, it's like, damn. Now I have 208 cars collected. That's total of 200 and I can't believe it. 208. Total of 208 cars, dude. And you see, I already got the car that I purchased. I got 125,000. Even though I spent 280,000, I used the car that I see. This is what I'm doing. I used the car that I purchased for 280,000, and now I got 125,000. I was racing with the car that I purchased. Now I got 125,000. Yeah, nice. Now I got 3,243,000. Great. Great car. I love it. I love this Taycan Turbo. Great car. Great car. Great. And it's electrical, and it's 751 horsepower. Think about it. It's an electrical car, and it's this fast. The only downside is, like, okay, if I'm going to drive this car out in the country, how many electrical stations do they have? Right? That's the only downside. It's like, where do you charge this car? Maybe they should make a car that has like but that would be too expensive. But they don't want to do that. Then you'll never have to worry about going to the charging station. See, I'm sure a lot of people have asked this. Well, why not put a solar panel? So during the day, while you're driving, you're charging it. So during the night, you're all good. And then once the morning comes up and the sun rises, you're charging it again. But then the problem with that is then they wouldn't be able to make any money off of charging stations. You see, they don't want to. Listen, here's the thing. Manufacturers, they can make a very durable, reliable car for a long time, but they don't want to do that. They want to make money. They want the car to break down. They want you to bring the car so they can make more money off of you. That's why, manufacturers will never make a perfect car. A perfect car will never exist because they don't want you to have a perfect car. They want you to come back, spend some more money. But yeah, sure, putting a solar panel on the roof to charge it would be great. You know what I mean? There goes your solution. Same thing with the Tesla car. Well, why Tesla cars don't have like a solar panel charging? Because first of all, it would never be approved. You have to understand. It has to be approved. It has to be approved, and they would never approve it. Like they would never approve. They would never approve it. Like they would never. It would be illegal. Like for you to have that kind of manufactured car, they would never allow it. It would be considered illegal, and you wouldn't be able to sell an illegal car like that because the governments would never allow that. The world governments would never allow that. Why? So they can make money off of, you know, all of these manufacturers that they're building the cars, selling the cars, importing the cars, you know. See, that's the thing. They don't want to create anything perfect. Okay? Because they want to profit money. If everything was so perfect, then everyone would be out of business. Okay? No money would be made. But yeah, in theory, yeah, if you had solar panel on top of the roof, then you would never have to worry about it. You could drive it anywhere. You know what I mean? But that would be great. But it'll never happen. It'll never happen. All right, let's take it for a ride. Let's go somewhere else really quick. Let's make some easy money. Let's take it somewhere else. Let's take it to seven laps. No limits. I can get another 125,000. How about this one? 10 laps. I don't want to do that. 10 laps. No. How about this? 5 laps. 80,000. If I make it to a first place. No. 5 laps. I need the racing tires. I don't have the tires. Ten laps. How about this? 5 laps. Ten laps. Do I want to do this? 10 laps. Okay, why not? I can get, like, if I make it a second place, I can get 66,000 on top of what I already have, you know. Can get some decent money. But 10 laps, do I want to do 10 laps with this? Why not? Let's go. Why not? Why not? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is how I collect cars. The car that I purchase, I use it for racing to make more money and then earn more money and buy more cars. So that's why I have 208 cars. All right, let's do one more, and then I'll have to call it quits for this live stream. It's been already what, 3 hours, dude. It's already been three. I can't believe it. 3 hours already, dude. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. 3 hours. 3 hours just flew by, dude. Flew by, just like that. I ran out of battery juice. No, let's do something shorter. Let's. I don't want to do something too long, like this. I want to do something shorter. Let's just make some quick cash. Um, you know, let's. Let's see. Hold on. Let's do a custom race. How about that? We'll do how many laps? We'll do 2 laps. Let's do it at the sunset. The weather is going to be, well, There we go. Cloudless with warm rain. Let's go. And also we're driving against Sophie. Sophie is the AI. Amazing car. What can I say? Amazing. Amazing. Um, I really love this car. The way it handles, the way, just the way it's calibrated. Like this Taycan, or is it Taycan Turbo S? It's an electric car, but it's so well designed, so well calibrated. I mean, it's so good, worth every penny. Um, a great car to be added to my collection. I really enjoy driving this car. I really do. It's a Leon's car. It's a Leon S. Kennedy car. No wonder he used it in Resident Evil Requiem. Now I have 3,269,000 credits. It's a beautiful car, man. Look at all these like Porsches. Look at this. Amazing. No wonder Leon chose Porsche. In Resident Evil Requiem. This makes me want to go back and play Resident Evil Requiem again. So yeah, 208 cars. And the beauty about having this many cars that I have collected is I can enjoy every single one of these cars with PlayStation VR 2. I can just put on my PlayStation VR 2, listen to some Spotify, chill, relax, have a good time, you know, make my own custom endurance tracks, racing tracks, and just enjoy, man. Just have a great time. This is the beauty about the Gran Turismo 7. You know. And again, I know Forza Horizon 6 is coming out, but you have to understand, comparing Forza Horizon 6 to Gran Turismo 7, it's not fair. Because they're two different things. They're two different things, all right? Yes, they're both racing games, but Gran Turismo 7 is just on the next level, dude. It's like, you should never compare Forza Horizon to Gran Turismo, because they're two different things, man. This is a realistic simulator. Forza Horizon, it's an arcade, open world type game. And there's nothing wrong with it, but it's in a different category. This, you know, this is why Gran Turismo has been the king for 30 years. Since 1997. For 30 years, man, Gran Turismo has been dominating. And I think by now everyone understands, after 30 years, why Gran Turismo has been dominating, and it's still dominating for 30 years. You know? And I just can't, like, listen, I can't find a comparison to any other racing game. Like, people say, what about Assetto Corsa? Assetto Corsa, it's Italian GT. It's just focused on Italian GT. And it's okay. But this is, like, Gran Turismo is the next level, dude. The next level of realism and precision racing, and just, like, the best of the best. And then you add a PlayStation VR 2 on that. I mean, come on, man. Listen, if you don't have a PlayStation 5 and you're stuck with the PC, maybe you should save some money and buy a PS5 and PlayStation VR 2. I don't know what else to tell you. Okay, instead of bitching and moaning about, you know, and criticizing the Gran Turismo for no reason. Like, some of these PC guys are criticizing Gran Turismo simply because they're jealous. It's a jealousy. It's what it is. It's a human nature, jealousy. They're just jealous that they don't have Gran Turismo. All right, dude, you can have Gran Turismo. Save some money. If you have money to build a super expensive PC and buy an ultra-wide monitor and these super expensive GPUs, trust me, I'm sure you have money to save to buy a PS5 Pro with a PlayStation VR 2 and then enjoy this greatness. But don't trash on the Gran Turismo simply because you're jealous, simply because you don't have it. And that's what these PC guys are doing, because they know that this is the best, and they know that they don't have this. And now that the Sony is pulling out all of their PlayStation games from a PC, there's no chance in hell that you will ever see Gran Turismo ever on a PC. So this is what makes PlayStation unique. It's this exclusivity. This, you know, you can only experience this on the PlayStation. And I think that's what makes console a console, is that you can only enjoy this on this console. You can't enjoy it anywhere else. You know, and you need a PlayStation VR 2, which is also exclusive to this game, to enjoy it. With both the PS5 and PlayStation VR 2. And look, I have a PC, I have a gaming laptop, dude. I have 2 gaming laptops. I have a gaming desktop. But even I can admit and say, yeah, dude, this is the best. And it has been the best since 1997. They've been dominating, man, with the Gran Turismo. They even made a movie about it. Successful movie. Look, everything I tell you, it's based on facts. You don't have to agree with me. You have a right to disagree with me, but look at the facts. You can disagree with me. It's okay. You have that right. You are entitled to disagree. But look at the facts. Do some research on Gran Turismo. Okay? All right, and I'm not sitting here, you know, trying to be some sort of a Gran Turismo fanboy. This is just based on facts. Facts. All right, I look at everything based on facts. Hold on a second. Let me look at it. Let me see something. Let me just. Can I take a photo? Hold on. Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty, bro. Amazing. Beautiful car. What a beauty. No wonder Leon chose this car. This looks beautiful. Yeah, I love it, love it, love it, love it. Let's yeah, enlarge it a little bit. Let's see. Oh yeah. All right, let's take a screenshot. I want to look at it. I want to look at it. Like I said, if I ever have a chance to buy a PS5 Pro, I want to buy a PS5 Pro just for Gran Turismo, dude. You know, if maybe I can buy it used, keep my fingers crossed. If maybe I can buy it used, uh, this this holiday season, maybe for like 750 used. I don't even care if it has scratches on it. If somebody scratched it or left some, coffee stains, I don't care as long as it works. Um, just because of this game, dude. Because what I, from what I have researched, Digital Foundry says there is a difference. There is a difference on the PS5 Pro version. That's number one. And Digital Foundry also says that there is a difference on a PlayStation VR 2. So for a guy like me, dude, not only do I get to enjoy visual fidelity that the PS5 Pro offers, but also visual fidelity that the PlayStation VR 2 will take the advantage of PlayStation 5 Pro. So I have my reasons to buy PS5 Pro. And this is one of them. I will still try to buy it this Christmas. I need to have it, man. I need to have PS5 Pro. I just need it. Not to mention 600 games that I have. And out of those 600 games on the PS5, how many of them are PlayStation 5 Pro enhanced? And I wanna see how they all play with PS5 Pro enhanced. And of course, I want to play Resident Evil Requiem with PS5 Pro enhanced. So, All right, guys. Well, it's 4:35 a.m. Thank you for watching this live stream. It's already 3 hours and 22 minutes. I can't believe it. But that's because I'm enjoying it. When you are playing something that you enjoy, the time just flies by, So, yeah, I love this Taycan Turbo S. This is my 208 car in a collection. 208 car in a collection, man. And I'm very happy that this has made it to number 208 of my car collections. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for supporting. Okay, as far as the chat and comments, like I said, guys, I'm not ready yet. Okay, people say, well, when will I be ready? Well, I don't know, man. I don't have a crystal ball. It depends on my mood. It depends on how I feel. Depends on my mood. I'm still bitter about the whole thing, which I don't want to talk about. It's just, it depends on my mood, man. When I'm ready, then I'm ready. That's all I'm going to say. When I'm ready, you'll know. When I'm ready, you'll know. You'll see comments come back. You'll see chat open up. Then you'll know. But I don't want to put any like a date on it or a specific date to tell you, okay, on this specific date I'm opening the chat, I'm opening the comments. I don't want to give you any specific date because I know you guys want to talk to me. I know, I get it. You want to interact with me. I understand. But you also have to understand I'm not ready yet. But when I'm ready, you'll know. This is not going to stay permanent. Okay, don't freak out. It's not going to be permanent. It's just I'm going through my period right now. Okay, I'm going through my bitterness of period of bitterness. Okay, it's like I'm going through my period of bitterness. Once I am past that period of bitterness, which eventually will happen, then I'll come back. But I don't want to put a specific date. But it's not going to be permanent like this. Okay, I don't want you to think, oh, so it's going to be like this forever. The hell with this. And I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to watch somebody either if you can't comment, if you can't, interact. I get it. I understand. But I'm just letting you know it will not stay permanent. This is not going to be permanent. I just need you guys to hang in there for a little bit. Hang in there for a little while. Okay. Just hang in there, all right? The chat will come back. Come back. Chat will come back. Chat will come back. Comments will come back. I just don't want to put a date on it. But chat will come back. Comments will come back. I just don't want to put a date yet because I'm not ready yet. But when I'm ready, you'll know. You'll see chat. You'll see comments. So all I want to say before I go, I want to give you some hope. This will not be permanent. Okay? I don't want you to freak out. Oh my God, it's going to be like this for no. It's just I'm going through this phase right now of bitterness. Okay, once I'm past this, period of bitterness, then I'll come back, All right. But in meantime, thank you for being here. I just want you to understand that I appreciate you guys being here. Even though I know you cannot comment, even though I know you cannot interact with me, but I just still want you to know that I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching me. I appreciate you being here and supporting, Okay. I don't want you to think that I don't appreciate that. I do. And I don't want you to think that this will stay like this forever. It will not. Chat will come back. Comments will come back. Okay. Once I am through this phase, through this period of bitterness, once I am done with this bitterness, then I'll come back, And I will come back with chat and comments. It's just, please understand, I can't put a date because I don't want to look like a donkey. I put a date and on this specific date, the comments are back, chat is back, yay, finally. I don't want to do that because if I do that and then I don't follow through on that promise, then I'm going to look like a donkey. So when I'm ready, I'm pretty sure Shuki has told you this already. If you talk to Shuki, he will tell you when I'm ready, he will come back with the chat. He will come back with the comments. It's just right now he's not ready. But when he's ready, and I also want you to hear it from me, so you know that it's also coming from me. When I'm ready, the chat will be open and comments will be open. Okay? I just need you to hang in there for a little while. All right? Just hang in there a little bit till I'm done with this phase of period I'm going through. I'm going through a period of bitterness. Once I'm finished with the period of bitterness, then I'll be back with comments and chat. Okay, what kind of chat? It'll be subscribers and members. I thought about this when I do come back. I don't think it's fair. I thought about this because I do have subscribers who are here, who are watching, and I don't think it's fair for them not to be able to chat because they are subscribers. Of course, my priority is always going to be towards members who are members, but I also cannot ignore people who are subscribers and who are watching. They help out this channel, as well. So it'll be subscriber mode basically. When we do come back to chat, it'll be a subscriber mode, which I think it's fair. People who are subscribed, yes, they're supporting the channel. They should be able to interact and to talk. Subscriber mode, which makes total sense. Subscriber mode, Subscriber doesn't cost you anything. You just click and subscribe, So, but when I'm ready, okay? But I just need you guys to hang in there for a little bit, for a little while. But it's coming. Maybe just in time for Forza Horizon 6. Maybe just in time for Forza Horizon 6, right? We'll see, okay? But please hang in there for a little bit more, all right? And I'm sorry, I know you guys want to interact with me. There's so many questions you want to ask me. I know. But just hang in there for a little while, okay? Maybe Forza Horizon 6. We'll see. Maybe earlier than Forza Horizon 6. Maybe before Forza Horizon 6. We'll see. But soon. Okay? All right, guys. Love you. Be good. Thank you. And again, before I go, I just want you to know it's coming from me, that you're hearing this from me. I appreciate every single one of you. I don't want you to think that I'm not, that I'm some ungrateful bastard. I want you to know that I see you. I see you. I know you guys are here. I know you guys are supporting. And I want you to know, I want you to hear it from me, that I appreciate every single one of you being here. Okay? All right? Thank you. Thank you. And happy Monday. Happy Monday.